You think after 258 or 259 we'll get the hang of it?
We have a good level on the screen.
My money's on 260 then.
We've got a good level on the screen.
That'll be
as far as
next
our
year,
sound.
I think, right?
Yeah, probably.
1, 2, 7, 9. It's 15 days away.
There's so many moving parts tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
I'll let you know in 30 minutes.
All right.
Ready
that
on the
sounds great.
stopwatch?
I'm ready.
Okay, I don't have to touch the mouse.
No touching.
No,
Don't touch the mouse.
Leave the mouse alone.
Okay.
No mouse.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. We have a
Yeah,
great
we got
crowd going on.
huge audience.
I
Look
know.
at that.
Really?
I already shot B-roll of them.
That's right.
Good.
In the Christmas spirit, too.
You must have leaked it out I was coming this thing.
Yeah, they heard. We sent out a memo to
I
everybody.
know.
There
Oh,
was,
thank
yeah,
you, thank you.
tons of people.
Thank you.
Richard, give us a countdown, please.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
The What's Neat This Week video podcast is supported by enthusiastic model railroaders just like you.
These are anyway.
And by GL Robotics, with over 61 colors of 3D printing filaments in stock, your gateway to new technology. Check out their website at glroboticsusa.com. Further support is provided by Microengineering, keeping you on track with quality products for 55 years. Check out their website at www.microengineering.com. Order from your local dealer or order direct by calling 1-800-462-6975. Additional support is provided by Spring Creek Model Trains, your destination for model trains. Stop in and say, wow. Check out their website at springcreekmodeltrains.com. And by Intermountain Railway Company, where the detail makes the difference. Check out their website at intermountain-railway.com. Additional support is provided by Yelsma Graphics, America's leading distributor of quality railroad art and embroidered clothing since 1985. Check out their website at yelsma.com. Further support is provided by the NCE Corporation, the power of DCC. Visit their website at ncedcc.com. And thank you for supporting the What's Neat This Week podcast.
This is the What's Neat This Week show in model railroading, show number 257 for December 9th, 2023. I'm your host, Ken Patterson, the host of that What's Neat show at Model Railroad Hobbyist Magazine, and the November show is going gangbusters as you and I watched it on the back porch.
Yes, we did.
It's a really good show with a lot of great content, especially the part with that layout that we're doing our segment 4 on of layout construction, the Blackstone layout, where we build a turntable, we wire that puppy up. There's a lot of extremely great information in that video that can be used in any scale in the hobby, which is very important for me to bring up because you see it's narrow gauge and you're like, I don't want to watch that. No, you do. This is how you wire your layout. I know I miss Radio Shack. We have talked about that more than once.
Yeah.
But the fact is, it's very simple, it's very straightforward, and there's no way to get it wrong as long as you follow the instructions on that video. Now, the January video for 2024 is going to be done by Thursday in one way or another. A lot of great content in that. I will be in this basement for 4 days.
Wait,
That's the way it's going to be.
What
Wait.
about December's What's Neat? That comes out in a few days as well, doesn't it?
It does. In that video, George Booktalk shows us how to light a layout with his brand new layout that he's building in his new place. Thank you very much, George, for that. We've also got a great interview with the owners and the proprietors of Lombard Hobbies, and also a great segment from Bachman Industries with all the amazing dozens and dozens of Christmas train sets that they've got available to help you celebrate this, one of the best holidays of all year.
Today is Saturday, and we have 15 more days till Christmas. So get out there and get your trains.
Oh my God, I haven't started Christmas shopping yet. Okay, so sitting all the way over here where Mike sits,
It's Mike.
it's
Hey,
Mike.
everybody.
Yeah,
Mike,
right.
buddy. Hey, Mike.
Hi.
Out in Skype land, I've got Greg Summerland, the owner and proprietor of
GL Robotics USA.com, and Ella. Hello, Ella.
Hi, everyone.
Yay! Sitting right next to me, I've got my favorite Joshua Barton.
What's up, everybody?
Why do you always do that?
Because it's a peace sign, and
Yeah,
I want
trade
peace
out.
throughout
It's
the world.
Trademark.
We used to do it like this.
Well, I'm a little backwards.
Yeah.
Sitting right next to Joshua, I've got Stephen Mantia. Hey, Steve.
Hello, everyone.
You've been busy with a lot of train shows going on every single weekend.
Yes, we have. It's been very, very busy. We're
Hope you're doing well.
doing very well.
Spreading
Sitting
trains.
on the very end over here, we have not Indiana Jones. It's Scotty Hicks.
Yes, I've been Indiana Jones to your kid for like 2 days now.
Now, we've made reference to Scotty on the show more than once in the fact that he is a sound tech, and he has been sitting down here privately with my soundboard now for 2 days, and I think we should have good sound tonight.
I certainly hope so.
I mean, if we don't, man,
It sounds better right here than it ever has.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Little undoing of the spaghetti underneath the table with the cables, knowing where the cables are
He
all
had
going.
them tied in knots, and there was
And-
butterfly
I-
knots in
you
there.
know, when you have 14 colors on one cable, it's kind of hard to trace where it goes. So, but I think we've got it figured out. I think everybody's mic is where it's supposed to be, and hopefully,
Mike is over there.
Yeah, he's right there.
Where he's supposed to
Our-
be.
Mike
our
is right where he's
right
supposed
there,
to be.
right
So
where
I
he's
think
supposed to be.
we've got it. I think we've got it finally.
Oh, so without further ado, let's go out to Skype. Let's go to Greg Summerland and Ella. Guys, Greg, this past year, your company has grown. You have done the robotic lawnmowers, which I think still are great for Garden Railroad. And you've also added a new line of 3D printers to your company. Why don't you start talking about that a little bit?
Yeah, we actually partnered with Mingda, and one of the things with 3D printers is that everyone doesn't really understand them, know them. It's a new technology, and so we want to provide the support that we can. And so we partner with them. They're giving us direct support, direct contact with them, and so we're stocking the Mingda printers. We're supporting them. We're answering your questions. We're doing the technical support. We're doing everything. It's really been a great relationship, and we're really excited about that. The printers are the latest technology, and it's really going to be a neat partnership, and we're really going to be able to offer a great 3D printer for our customers, and we're super excited about that.
That is fantastic. You said the Mingda printers are a little bit more robust, I believe is one way that you described it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that, you're just not going to stop there. In the next X amount of years, you're going to keep exploring. But the one thing that we've always talked about on this show is the fact that you're there for the customer. You're there to answer questions. They can pick up the phone and contact you, as opposed to when you order on Amazon, who knows what you're going to get, right? But the fact is, that's one thing you pride yourself in is customer service.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole issue is there's a time difference, right? I mean, we're actually about 12 hours behind where they are in China, where a lot of 3D printers are made. And so we're able to answer your question in real time, in a time that you need the question answered, not have to wait till the next day because there's such a time lapse. And plus, we understand what you're trying to say, right? I mean, when people call us, we get it. And so we can help them through. We can Skype, just like what we're doing now, to get them up and running. Almost all, really, of the problems can be solved over the phone. It's just a matter of helping them understand and walk through the 3D printing. 3D printing is a technical aspect, but there's also a little bit of artistry in it. And if you have experience, then you can help people who maybe do not have any experience and get them up and running. And we almost always can do that. And so that's what we pride ourselves on. We think that everybody should have a 3D printer. There's just so many uses for it, not only in our hobby, which we really love, but on all the other things out there that you can do. And so we're just trying to get everybody up to speed on that. We're here for you, and we want to do that.
And you guys do the same thing with the robotic lawnmowers. You guys have got it set up where you survey the piece of property and make sure that it's a fit, and then make sure it's all set up and ready to go. Is that correct?
Yeah, it really is. I would say that most people are getting familiar and used to robotic vacuum cleaners, right?
Yes.
And so this is just an extension of that. We actually go out and we can put a robotic lawnmower in your yard, and it goes out every day, and it mows and takes care of your lawn, so that frees up time for you to do other things. There's no gas, there's no oil to change, there's no maintenance or anything like that. And so those are just, upper high level things that we can do for you. And we're proud of that, and we're growing because people still want customer service.
There you go. Now, we've seen a lot of videos on YouTube of kitty cats riding the robotic vacuum cleaners, but I have yet to see a pussy cat ride the robotic lawnmower. Right?
Yeah,
We
I don't think so. We have 2 dogs, and so they don't like cats. And,
Cats aren't welcome in
so
the yard anyway.
we don't have very many cats.
Okay.
And, but they don't mind the robotic mowers. We have had rabbits and squirrels and other animals ride around the mowers. It doesn't seem to bother the wildlife seriously, and so it's quiet. It doesn't bother the wild neighbors either. And so,
Ain't that the truth?
and so it's really a no-brainer. I mean, it's just a matter of getting the word out there and people understanding what it's about.
There you go.
Very cool.
Now, Ella wants to talk about something really exciting tonight. And this is that new technology, whereas you can 3D print in your hand with a pen.
I'm excited.
And Ella has done I've seen a video tonight that Greg sent me, and I'm going to go ahead and preface this right now, and I might even show it right now, where Ella, you were able to take this 3D print and bring the electric wires from a building over to the pole, which worked out perfect. It gave you just the right amount of curvature. It was realistic. It was believable. So tell us, Ella, about this pen and how much you enjoy making art with that.
Yes, so as an artist, working with it, it was so much fun to do all the kind of details, because what I did to work with it was he sent home a kind of a 3D printed train car for me to work with. So I just started going with all the details on it, which the 3D pen is really good for making detail work on kind of sets like that. So on the train car, I was able to do a bunch of vines and different flora and fauna and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, she added rivets. I mean, she was able to add details to the car. She was able to add graffiti. It was all, instead of being 2D stickers, she was able to do 3D. And then, and then beyond that, she created tree trunks and all of that, which were bendable. We all buy those kits. Well, she was actually able to make those.
Wow.
She was able to make water hoses that look realistic laying on the ground. I mean, really, the sky's the limit. And now Ella's a lot more artistic than the rest of us. So she was able to do a lot of cool stuff. But I think the 3D pen is really a cool addition to your toolbox, and a great stocking stuffer.
Well, that's
really
just
something
that
you can get.
It's just the next thing. You have the 3D printers, now the 3D pen. It's the next evolution in the product line. That's amazing. I think a few years down the road, they're going to really have some unique uses for that, definitely.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
It's the one product where I don't think it's been fully explored yet because most people doesn't even know it
No,
exists.
that's exactly what I'm
But the
saying.
price point is so much so that you can get into these things for under what, about $60, $70?
Yeah, about $60. Ella will show you what it looks like.
I have it right here.
Oh, that's very
Hold up a
cool.
little higher.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And so it's really simple to use. It's something that maybe someone a little younger can take. It's safe to use. We have a video that we teach you how to use it, that kind of thing. Again, it's great gift to give someone, even if they're not a trained enthusiast.
Sure, for all
but maybe
kinds of
they
different
like
stuff.
to draw a lot. So you take a 2-dimensional picture, and now you can add 3-dimensional 3D printing on it,
Wow.
and really give it some pop.
That's so neat. It's amazing.
Oh, I can see all kinds of ideas.
Yeah.
Retaining walls. I mean,
Oh,
to help you with
my-
your topography on a very given scene. I'm not sure, but I'll bet, depending upon how that thing fills, it's got potential of where you've got a spot in the track where you want to lift up the ties, maybe squeeze that out,
Yeah.
print it
You
out,
put
lift
windshield
it up,
wipers on a car.
right?
Yeah.
Ooh, have that little, yeah. Wow, all the uses.
Antenna on the car.
So you like power lines connecting.
Yeah.
Then
The power lines work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As
They
we
are. They looked fantastic when we were watching the video before.
Correct.
They looked awesome.
Very cool.
I don't disagree one bit.
Very cool.
All right, Mikey. Hey, you weren't here for the last couple of weeks, but you're here tonight.
Yeah, I'm back.
Looks like you brought some vehicles. What is? Tell me those are all 3D printed too.
Yeah.
Everything is. That's all we
It's-
talk about
I
anymore.
know. It's like this is a 3D
Because when we
printing.
go back to Greg, I want to ask him what would he suggest for the modeler for Christmas. But tell us what you brought tonight.
These are 1971 or 72 pickup trucks, and they're from Dana Stratton. He's a friend of mine on Facebook, and he builds he makes all kinds of truck beds, HO scale utility beds and frames and wheels, and he's really into big trucks, but this is his first foray into smaller vehicles, and it's really nice because it's got a bunch of different versions, chassis cab, and I think he sells the cabs and wheels separate. Here's a package of wheels right here.
Wow.
The Suburban, which I haven't seen in HO before, and it's really a nice kit, and it measures out too. I mean, it's exactly the same as all the other HO trucks I have.
Right.
Right?
And here's the utility version with like a bumper on the front with a winch, or some kind of a push bumper or something. And then the last one is a short bed truck, similar to the Real Rides from Malibu Models a few years back, but this is a lot more detailed, a lot more sophisticated. And
Very neat.
And this last one is a crew cab. Now I'm not sure. I didn't know if these came around. I thought they came out in '73, but I've seen a lot of them on the road. I'm sure they're put together somewhere. Somebody does a cab conversion on
Yeah.
those. So anyway, that's a nice crew cab there. And all the grills and everything are really nice. Oh, this is a dually. I forgot to mention that too. So anyway, these are really nice vehicles from Dana, and I think he has a C60 truck too, which is really useful for anybody from 70s through 90s. So then the next thing on the list here is these are Athearn trailers. They're relatively new. Kevin Nyheisel told me about them a couple weeks ago, and I missed out on the Penn Central version, but I got these two Mopex, and I'm going to get a Rock Island one also. They look pretty nice. So I got them riding on the Walters G89 flat cars. G85. These are really nice. I really like those a lot. They're nice and heavy, and stable, and they run really well. And they accept just about any trailer. So anyway, that's what I got going on.
That's super duper duper.
Very
cool.
nice.
That is cool. Now, Steve Mantia, you are always bringing the spirit of the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And today is no different in that you brought some beautiful Lionel models, correct?
These are Rail King.
Rail King.
Wow.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yep, and just the old time passenger car, and that I think is a nice look. Something a little different. This Western Atlantic.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Don't give it up.
Sorry,
Tell us all
wait.
about them.
That's it. I didn't know I thought I was going to lose a thing there. I just decided to always something different to bring, and I thought they looked very nice.
They are very cool.
Now, are those narrow gauge or are they standard gauge?
Standard.
That's
Yeah,
what I
typical.
asked them.
Yes,
I thought
that's
they
a-
were S
They
gauge
look-
at first because
yeah.
they just look small, but
Right.
I guess that era they didn't
Yeah,
make
was
anything
it
that
that
big,
19th
you know?
century, whatever they're called in that aspect,
Yeah.
it gives it the look that it is a different size compared to what it is that way.
Yep. Yep, definitely so. So yeah. Yeah, this interference.
Rock and roll, Joshua. So last week you came in here and you started talking about the spirit of Christmas
I
and
did.
the trains around the trees.
Yeah.
And it was just perfect timing in the fact that it just fit for the moment.
15 more days till Christmas. 15.
15?
15.
There we go.
15.
So now it's time to start to get ready to go Christmas shopping?
Well, I mean, you should have started in like October like
No,
everybody
no,
else.
no.
Still got 14
I
days.
had most of my presents already, the end
What
of
would you get
October.
me?
I didn't get you anything. Coal.
Oh,
You ask for coal every year for the trains.
Because I want rubber molds. I want to make rubber molds for my mountains. So when I ask for coal, I really mean
Yeah,
it.
yeah. See?
I know, right? All right, Scotty Hicks, you came all the way from Denver, Colorado.
And we're happy to have you.
Well, thank you very much, and it was a great trip. We were visiting our son and our daughter up in the Chicagoland area,
Right?
and jumped on a train,
Yes?
took Amtrak down, and loved the trip. It was awesome. Had a great time. All right, that 110 mile an hour trip was pretty cool.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do that.
So,
Yes.
Yeah, and what was really cool was going through all of the different industries and things of that nature and seeing, an inside view actually of an oil refinery that we basically went through the middle of.
Right.
Wow.
And it was like, oh man, I could not take pictures fast enough.
I bet.
But in doing that, kind of the reason why I wanted to come also is I'm finding myself, now that I'm out in Colorado, getting ready to build a new layout and basically starting from scratch.
Okay.
All right. And for anybody who's out there who wants to start building a layout, especially, the younger people coming into the hobby, one of the best things that you could do to get started is kind of visualize what you want on your layout given your space that you have. Okay, do you want industry? Do you want farm country? Also, the era comes into play also.
Right.
Now, I'm more modern, so I kind of like the mainline, but I do have industry. I have steel mills, I have grain elevators, and I have an oil refinery. And one of the things that you find going into a hobby shop and just being mesmerized by all kinds of freight cars and everything else, what you want to try and do is keep what you have on your layout and buy the appropriate cars. If you're going to do a steel mill, all right, what do they get? All right, they get ore.
Right.
They do get tank cars, okay, because there is liquid involved. I have covered hoppers, okay, for my grain. I have beaded cover hoppers for my plastics facility. And of course, tank cars for my oil refinery. All right. I'm not saying, don't buy the occasional auto rack or something like that because,
Occasional.
There's no such thing.
I know, I know. The occasional auto rack, if you're going to run your trains on your layout, you want to have a destination for your cars, someplace for them to go.
There you go.
Sure.
Okay, and you can do this either point to point or a circle layout if you do like the continuous running.
Sure.
All right, but by all means, do your research. Look at what you want to put on your layout. All right, and once you do that, you have a better understanding of what kind of cars you're going to use, what kind of engines you're going to use in your yard facilities, for your main line, and everything else. But like, as far as, your run-through freights, you see all kinds of cars on those.
Sure. So you can have those abstract cars
You
like
can-
the auto
Yeah,
regs.
exactly. But as you're starting out, all right, and of course, the cost of putting a unit train together, in today's market, it's like, oh my gosh, it's scary. But
It's more like $2,000.
yeah, exactly. Now, back in the day, I have a lot of rail power units that I bought and pieced together. And unfortunately, we did not have 3D printing back then. So it was off to the hobby shop, Details West, Details Associates,
Sure.
Utah Pacific, all the different manufacturers. Well, they're kind of getting harder and harder to find.
Yeah.
All right. And with Greg, I mean, it's fantastic. The amount of 3D printing that you can go to is phenomenal. All right. They're now making ditch lights. They're making coupler
Anything
the
and
bars,
everything, yeah.
everything and
Everything.
anything.
Correct.
If you need that special exhaust stack for an RS3, okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
print
fantastic.
it out.
So I have a huge question. So it's for Greg. Greg, if Ken wants to buy me a 3D printer as my Christmas present from him, what printer and what specifications do you think he should buy me?
Well, he should definitely buy a Mingda printer. I think that's a good one to start with.
Right.
And just depending on the size that you want, but he can give us a call. We can advise him on that. But we got Mingda X2s, Mingda Max 2s, and Pro 2s, which are the Pro 2 can print 18 by 18 inch.
Ooh, we can have 18-inch miniature us's on the table. Yeah, buy me that. Buy me
a lot
that
of
one.
them.
Buy me that one. Buy me that one.
Yeah.
Now, Greg, can you also have the pen as an accessory for that, or is that a totally separate program?
No, so the pen doesn't require any programming. It's more of an artist type thing. You just feed the filament in the back side of it, and then it prints, and then you just write just like a pen you would use in your hand.
Wow.
So you would just lay the filament down. Requires a little bit of patience, a little bit of practice. Ella's very good at it, and that's why I defer to her on all of that. But
All right.
So
she
see,
really
Ken,
does a lot of neat
you can
things.
buy the printer for him and also an accessory.
Well, he's going to buy us all pens.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
man,
So
that-
he's going to buy us all pens, and he's getting
And-
me a printer. But you
that-
guys can come over and use the printer whenever you want.
Oh,
Well, thank you. Wow, man, only
Thank
the
you,
best
Josh.
for you, Joshua. That's it.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm-
Thank
well,
you,
I-
Ken.
Wow, Ken, you're the
It's a
best.
Merry Christmas
Wow,
to
Lord.
everybody.
Always like that.
Thank you, Ken. Wow.
I've been in relationships where you can spend money quick, but you're getting, oh Lord.
Maybe you need to get that blonde wig out again.
That's right. That's right. Hey.
Oh Lord, you're going to be in trouble. All right, so I do want to say that a lot of special guests have come down here tonight to help us celebrate the season. It's
Yep.
great to see. First off, I know, right? We got Doug, What's Neat Security.
Yep, Mitch.
Mitch.
Yeah.
Austin Eller.
It turns up a
Mitchell
little bit there.
Bafoden.
Look, Jeff and the
Jeff
boys.
Meyer. He's not over running the
Yeah.
UP. He's down here running the clan.
That's right. What a,
Say a hand, whoop it up for us, guys. You guys have been wanting to make noise all night. Now it's time.
that's right.
I threw an ink pen at him already.
We definitely want to thank Greg and Ella for coming too.
I'm not closing the show.
you're
I'm
not?
just,
Oh.
they've been dying to make
I
noise.
want to
dying
run
to-
some
yeah.
trains.
Make some noise.
Can't wait for the
They're still making
thumbnail.
noise.
you know.
I know they. Yep. They're. We need a mute button.
We need them in the background for the
Mute
thumbnail.
button.
I know, right? Thank you very much, Richard, for running the camera for us tonight.
15
It's awesome.
days till Christmas.
All right, you
Can
guys,
believe
you guys
it?
need to calm down.
Sinadana. Sinadana.
Inside voices. Inside voices. That's it.
Nah, that's just as bad as their outside
I know.
voice.
All right, Greg, give us the name of the website to go to for your company.
It's GL Robotics USA.com.
Okay.
So go on there. It's got all our contact information. If you want to call me, just the phone number's there. And I try to answer all the inquiries all the time, really, because I love it.
Yes.
And I like helping people.
That's awesome.
And then we also have a YouTube page where we've got a TikTok page. We got a lot going on. We're trying to grow with all of the social media outlets. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to help people, really.
Very cool.
And so that's, just reach out to us and we'll definitely follow up to you. I do want to say that Ella's part of our Ridgecrest Robotics team, and they just competed regionally up in northern Alabama. They finished 5th.
Wow.
Very nice.
Really did well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Really did well.
Great job.
And so I'm proud of them, and I'm just proud of the students for their hard work. And
Absolutely.
you hear a lot about this generation and that generation, but these students really work hard, and you should be proud of them because they're going to be awesome leaders in the future.
Well, I would be good at the telephone lines because I sure can't draw a straight line at all. So no problem there.
That's awesome. All right, guys, best hobby in the world with some of the best people in it sitting in the audience and sitting all around me. We've got, he said, 15 days till Christmas. Rock and roll. We got 2 more shows to do this month. Next week, we have Steve Day. Going to be here in St. Louis.
Is he coming down?
Yes.
Hey,
Hopefully
Steve.
him and Holly will be dancing the Latino
Oh yeah.
at Vic's house. Maybe we can get up there.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
The following week, we're working on an interview with Joe McMillan, the very famous Santa Fe and otherwise photographer.
How exciting.
Oh
is
my
that?
gosh. You have no idea all the calendars that I have that belong to him dating back to the late 80s, early 90s, all through the years in my real estate company. They were graced with Macmillan calendars and the Macmillan books, and everything that I built on the Santa Fe, for the Santa Fe Railroad that we modeled, the Midwest Valley Modelers layout, was actually Chicago to Kansas City, modeled based on that 14-foot on-center main line, and all the photos. I wore the cover off a high green, the Marceline. So hopefully we can work this all out scheduling-wise, but tentatively, he's set up for the 23rd of December.
That's 2 days before Christmas.
It is correct.
Okay.
So I got to really hit that edit hard.
So can I unwrap my present on that show?
Of course you can.
Wow.
Excellent.
That's
So
But I haven't
y'all
nice.
gotta be
I
here.
I'm going to have to
giving
come
you
back for my
anything yet.
pen.
Yeah.
Lord. All right, guys. You know what? This is where we all look at each other, and we're going to take the NCE Hammerhead, the Pro Cab system,
And go.
because it works. Let's power it up. Let's get this layout going, and let's go run some trains.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, rock and roll.
All
We
right,
need a thumbnail shot.
You guys need to come all over
Everybody-
here
Everybody
behind
come on
us.
up for the
Yeah,
thumbnail.
come on.
Absolutely. Come on up.
Chop, chop. Let's go.
31
Absolutely.
minutes and 16 seconds.
Just go quick. Let's go. Anybody get behind us here? Don't step on the wires.
Please don't step on the wires.
Don't step on the wire.
Mike's
That's
blocking.
called. What is it? Fog on the water? No.
Smoke
on the
water.
Yeah. Fire in the
Oh my
Don't step on
goodness.
that
I
cable.
better slide
You
in
know,
here
that's
so you
based
guys
on
can
a
get
true
by.
story.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dun, dun. I don't know why my grandparents had that record, but I played it. All right, you guys in the back, everybody wave at the camera, and everybody do some smiling. I'll do thumbs up. Ready, set, go. You guys both also on Skype. Wave, please, at that camera. Ready, set, go. And theoretically, that's the thumbnail.
Yay!
Good job. Good job, Ella. Good job, Greg.
Yes, thank you for being on the show.
Greg, we've been trying to plan this for going on 8 months to try to get you on the show.
I know.
It's all good.
Hey, I appreciate y'all's kind words. You're awesome.
No, you are awesome too because you are the leading edge of technology right now in our hobby.
Well, yeah, and they sell such a great product.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, look, James Regere's bought how many? I mean, right?
Yeah.
He sent. There's one over there.
I know.
That's Greg's machine.